Hi everyone, so I wanted to make a really quick video. This will maybe be the first mixing video. I wanted to make just a really quick video explaining one thing about using your board. And so something I wanted to explain, and this may be like a super easy concept that everybody already understands, but I just want to make sure that everyone's on the same page with it. So I want to talk about like the dB reading, the decibel reading that's on your boards compared to the decibel reading that's on the meter that you're using, and just what that means for like using the faders and that kind of stuff. So obviously if you're running sound, you know how to operate the faders, you know how to make things louder and quieter, but you have that decibel reading on the side of each fader that's telling you kind of where you're at. So the thing I wanted to explain is that the reading that's on your meter, we talked about checking your levels in your room. The reading that's on the meter is a different weighting than the one that is on the board. So what you're seeing on the meter when it comes up, 90, 95 dB, that's what's called dB SPL. So stick with me here a little bit. That's sound pressure in the air. So that's how that is measured. It's the pressure in the air is giving you the reading of decibels. So we talk about sitting around 95 to 100. That's a measurement of pressure because you're hearing it in the room. It's an acoustical measurement. dBFS, which is the measurement that's on the side of your board, that is a digital reading. So the only reason I'm even telling you all this is I want it to be understood that there's not an amount in dBFS that directly equals something in dBSPL that you're reading on your meter. So the point of that is to say that if you've got your fader set, like let's say your keys probably stay like relatively quiet, like let's say you've got your keys set at like -10 dBFS on your board. So that has no like direct correlation to the sound that you're measuring in the room. The point of that is like if you set something in one place, so like say you're comfortable with having your keys at like -10, -15 dB on your board, that's not going to give you the same exact reading in the air every single time, in the acoustical environment every single time. So the idea is the set it and forget it thing is just something that needs to be like thrown out the window, really, because like this idea of like if I set my fader here it's going to be the same every week just isn't true. And like what that's more of a measurement of is like how much sound it's allowing to pass through. So if you have this kind of philosophy of just like setting your faders in one place and that's just your entire mix, like that's not gonna be as like satisfactory as kind of keeping an eye on it, reading what the sound is in the air. I hope this isn't getting too confusing, or maybe this is like ultra simple, but I just wanted to clarify that like the measurement on your board is different than the measurement in the room. So don't just like set your levels and then never touch them again. Like I said, there's this whole set it and forget it mentality. Not saying that anybody does that here, it's just that that's something that commonly happens. So don't just set your levels and never touch them again, because they're not exactly the same readings, and it's not going to tell you that it's going to be that volume every single time. So just wanted to make sure to clear that up before we moved on with anything else that had to do with mixing. So